Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of my full deadly difficulty playthrough series for Gloomhaven Digital's campaign. In today's episode, we go through Gloomhaven Warehouse, Arcane Library, and Temple of the Seer. That's one side mission in the middle there, sandwiched between two main missions. This one's a really good episode. We make a lot of good progress, and actually towards the end, we do have a retirement right at the very end. I want to be upfront and talk about it because I don't want people to maybe stumble into a spoiler, but at the end of this sort of final scenario, at the end of this video, we do get a new unlockable mercenary. So for future episodes, we are going to have at least one unlockable mercenary, and I'm hoping that soon we're going to have more. But yeah, as a bit of a spoiler warning, that is coming up. You know the drill. If you do enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe. It helps me out so much on YouTube. Or come over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Mondays is when I am streaming this playthrough, so if you'd like to get involved live, then always come over on a Monday. Okay, I don't want to hold you up. Let's get into today's video. Okay, so summary. Where are we at? What do we got to do? So we have a couple of retirements coming up. I believe we're getting very close on Tink, right? No. Craig. Really close on Craig. Although we can only do... That's still 4 scenarios. We might get 4 scenarios in today. Depends on how quickly we play. It's possible, though. It's possible. We just need to kill more of these. We might just end up farming this one, which we could do today, maybe. And 6 side scenarios. I think we've got 1 more side scenario to do now, which we got from somewhere else, I believe. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Blackbeard. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the adventuring party. I really appreciate the support, man. Welcome in. It's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Are any of the other classes unlocked yet? No, we have not unlocked anything else. So we are basically just... Basically, we're just trying to retire Craig in the easiest way. So let's make sure that we go to the temple here and bless up. Or bless everybody, because we want to keep this devotion tracker ticking along nicely. So we may do that today. I'm going to try and do it today if we can. Right. Gloomhaven Warehouse. Search the warehouse rooms for Jaxara. So this is a boss mission. Should be okay. Do we need anything special for it? We did just get Cataclysm. This isn't a really high movement scenario, though. But the Immobilize is really good in this scenario. Immobilize is very, very good in this scenario. Mainly because this boss is not immune to it. So... Immobilize, immobilize, immobilize. So hostile takeover, 100%. Cataclysm as a big attack on them both, maybe, and run away could be really good too. So, if we could find a spot for it, I would love to use it. We've got a lot of obstacles to use for Heaving Swing and traps, I believe. So, this is a good card. We definitely want to keep this in. Explosive Punch. Move 4. Maybe we get rid of backup ammunition, this particular one. And bring in Cataclysm. I like that. Right. Hostile Takeover is in. Although we do need to make some changes here to bring in these guys. Pretty sure we just changed these out last time because we were doing a bit of invisibility stuff. Don't want to play Mass Hysteria, though. That's a bit yikes. It's a bit yuck. Get rid of Fearsome Blade and bring in Rose Embrace. That looks good. The Feared Doctor, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you for using your Pro Gamer sub. Really glad you're enjoying the videos, dude. And welcome to the live stream again. I really appreciate the support. It's very kind of you. Use your Prime Gamer sub. Out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and into mine. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to the adventuring party. You're betting there's some obscure Windows 11 networking settings somewhere blocking a port. Finally figured out you couldn't use your Prime sub on mobile. Yeah, that's really annoying. Or at least it used to be that you had to use Apple tokens as well. Oh, it was so annoying. So you had to like buy tokens through the Apple Store, at least if you were on an Apple device. You had to buy tokens, which then you could spend on subs because Apple needed to take their cut. Because you know what they're like. They take a cut from every single transaction. Really bad. Tweenie, thank you so much for the resub, dude. My oldest sub. I really appreciate it, man. Always keeping me honest. Always lurking. 28 months. I really appreciate it, dude. Goal reach. I think the goal was already reached, but it's weird because my goals don't seem to have synced up very well. But goal is now doubly reached. Well, no, not doubly reached. I don't want to do it twice. But it is definitely reached. Oldest both in time served and in age, maybe. I mean, to be confirmed. You guys can argue about that. There's some other oldies. What will I be unlocking with these retirements? We've got Eclipse, Sun, and Saw. So actually we got like 3 really good ones. That's why I want to actually get them retired, because I think that I'll actually have a decent party after retirement. All right. Let's go. Hey, Mineral. Yeah, Sun plus Saw is nice. It's very good.
At the behest of your mysterious contact, you sneak towards Jexera's warehouse under the cover of night. With any luck, you'll be able to uncover her plans and put a stop to them.
Ta-da!
Hoping to find the warehouse largely abandoned, you instead discover that it's teeming with undead. At least that gives you a better idea of her plans. She's clearly been using the necromantic scroll you delivered to raise the undead within the city walls. And now it's time to put them back to rest.
It's probably better to go for this. I mean, Craig usually ends up doing the kill ones, though. Usually ends up being top damage or top kills. Kill an undamaged monster with a single attack. That's very difficult at this difficulty level, so we'll just go for this, and maybe we'll do it. We do have the Invis Cape, so... Take any short rests. I don't really like that one particularly. Have 5 or more total cards. Yeah, we could probably just about work that one out. It's not a particularly long scenario, this, but... It can go sideways. It can go a little bit sideways if we get ourselves in trouble. A Torn. Thank you so much for Prime Gaming sub, dude, as well. Wow, guys. It's crazy. Scam training coming. Thank you all so much for the support. That's really kind of you. Welcome to the adventuring party. Thank you, dude. Very kind of you. The scam train is initiated. Ah, yes. Now, this room, I've had decent strategies for this room before. Have I got this enhanced? I do. Usually I like to just kind of get the rocks going here. But it's kind of difficult with these. I try and usually box these guys in a little bit. That's not bad. A little bit annoying because this sort of heal doesn't really do much for me now. Okay, good start. I might actually whack this at the back here now. Try and let this guy tick down with damage. Any comments on this quad? Your body's only have to keep running Tinkerer, Elementalist, Beast Tyrant, and the fourth is either Sun or Mind Thief. And you've been having a hard time in the campaign. Okay, so I will say that with that particular party, Elementalist is probably going to have to be quite self-sufficient. So Elementalist does like it when other people can help a lot with their elements, and I don't think that party's really helping her out too much because, like, the Tinkerer does generate a couple of elements, but it's not very reliably and it's not very often. Like, you basically got Toxic Bolt and that's it. It's like as a real generator. So that's all you've got there. You've got Beast Tyrant doesn't really generate any, but occasionally generates Earth as well. But again, Earth is not one that... It is one that you can use to, like, target twos and stuff. So it can be very useful at times, but it's not maybe one of the best for that character. So that's another thing to consider. I think Wind as well, I think, is another one that character uses a little bit, but not if you're playing the active Tyrant build. You probably don't generate either if you're doing that. Then, you know, Sunkeeper generates Light, which is quite good for the Elementalist, but only at higher levels. And also she likes to use it herself a lot, so there might be a bit of fighting over it. And the Mind Thief uses Ice and needs to use Ice and probably can use Ice better than the Elementalist many times. So I could see the Elementalist being a little bit weak in that party if you don't have somebody who's really good at using it and can sequence it all correctly. The Tinkerer may be a little bit underwhelming in that party as well, just because you've kind of got a bit of redundancy there. I would say that the Tinkerer has a bit of redundancy with, like, the Sunkeeper, for example. Sunkeeper's very tanky, like super tanky, and can heal. So the Tinkerer then just becomes kind of like I top you up and I maybe do a stun here or there or something. Like, I can imagine the Tinkerer does fall off a little bit in that party. So maybe that's the case. You might be lacking in damage, I guess. Oh no, the bless! Correct answer is always to drop the Stinkerer. I mean, that might be, yeah, in this particular one as well. Okay. Do. Five. 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to be taking a few hits from this guy, I think. Which is not going to be great, but... I guess it is what it is, really. Get poison on you. At least I can shield up a little bit. You play the Tinkerer, and most of the time you're helping to DPS or stunning your biggest concern target. What level are you guys? You gotta step away and feed the little one? Appreciate the help. Okay, I'll be interested to know what level you are. And like what level everybody in the party is too. Them lucky draws. Them damn lucky draws right there. Okay. Right, well, I'm hopeful I can kill this with this. And realistically, I should be able to kill both of these guys. Or at least I would hope I can. $64. Okay. All right, good start, good start. ×2. Wow, those advantage draws. They could have been better. Ugh. I'm going to get attacked by two things now, which I didn't really want. I don't have much choice. Just about killed him there. Just. Did feel like we took a couple of unnecessary hits. We might have been able to min-max that a little bit better. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that result. So now I can just, like, heal everything up. And we'll probably be looking to long rest. We don't necessarily have to long rest before we go into this door. So I know this scenario very well. I've played this scenario quite a lot of times. So I'm very comfortable with, like, the pacing of this scenario. This is basically a big, long maze room. So as we go into this, it's like a shirking... snaking route as we go like through here like this. So I think it's like round like this, round here, then like round here like this. And there's traps like in these corners, and there's like some traps I think in this corner. And it's living corpses, so they're quite slow, but there are elites in there. And you can just kind of have to deal with them really. Jump's going to be very useful. And the bosses are in this final room, so I'm pretty happy with the pacing to a point where I'm quite happy to open this door and just run back a little bit. And I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Probably use the boots, I think. Probably. Oh yeah, there's a chest in this one. I remember now. Arcane Library. Nice. Another side quest. That's great for the Mind Thief. Another side scenario. That might be something we could do later on today, actually. make sure I do this first, just in case. Well, I have to do it first. As long as I can get there.
Nice.
One of the reasons why I like Kinetic Assault so much is because I play Forceful Storm for so long. Other crack cards don't play this for that long. But because I do, it's the reason why I love this. Just off. Attack 6. Thank you very much. Boom. 12 damage. Very nice. Now it's dead to a rock slide. Rock slide's... I could rock slide in there, couldn't I? Oh, actually it's going to take 1 damage anyway. Maybe I should just massive boulder it then. That might be better. I was just going to heal myself. So does the crack cart like this room with the obstacles or hate it because Rockside isn't really playable? I mean, Heaving Swing is really easy to use in this room. So, I mean, if you're like me and you've enhanced Heaving Swing, you love it, I think. In general, I think these types of rooms play well for players, as long as enemies don't have flying. If enemies had flying, then it's a different story. But if you're against enemies that don't have flying, rooms like this with lots of obstacles actually play more into the player's advantage, because you can just make sure that you move in a really smart way, block things up, go invisible. There are things you can do that the enemies can't that will make it easier for you. So I do kind of have a nothing turn here, though, with these guys. It's not great. I guess if I'm gonna try and long rest next turn, maybe I should just I guess. Could have just gone there, but don't think it'll matter. Archers would be a nightmare here. Yeah, flying or ranged. Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, Immobilize is really good in the next room, so I just don't think I want to use it. I just don't want to waste it here. Might be a good idea for me to just get stun shot back, stun this guy, long rest on my other 2 mercs, maybe, and then long rest on the Tink next turn. So we long rest here, we stun shot here, we long rest here. 6, 7, 8, 9, go to 7. Oh, makes sense. And Noop. Hey, tap tap. Are the bosses ranged? No, but they do have a couple of like AoE attacks, which kind of make them pseudo ranged, right? I don't think they're not strictly ranged. But they have a couple of weird ones that kind of make them a bit ranged. Yeah, luring them out into the maze is not a bad, is a pretty good strat, because then you can just take one of them on at a time most of the time, which is really good. But honestly, I felt pretty good. We got a lot of immobilized in our team, so I felt pretty good about being able to deal with them. They do hit very hard, though. Like Rock Slide, to be honest, is probably one of the weakest cards for us at this scenario. Probably is. What's the rule of thumb to discard the Augment or the Song for the Mind Thief or the Singer? So you want an even number of cards in your hand. So that would get you a full turn. So if discarding it would get you an even number of cards when you long rest or short rest, then you should probably do it. Not necessarily, like, there's a lot of leeway, but if you want to maximize your stamina, that's when you want to do it. And the same thing for the Newt Singer. Although saying that, the Newt Singer benefits more from having it up constantly because of the XP gain and stuff like that. But she does also have a smaller hand size, so... Get rid of Scurry. Usually you don't need to maximize your stamina. It's true. Like, maximizing your stamina is not something that most players need to do. It's a bit of a habit of mine that I tend to do it. Because it's just... I've lost scenarios before because I've been like one round short, where if I had done it, I would have had that round. So there was someone who plays on the hardest difficulty. I've lost scenarios because of it. So I instinctively do it, but you don't have to do it on many scenarios. Like, it's often not really needed. Back to calling her the Newt Singer? Absolutely. Right, so... Probably, like, it's pretty late. And get some poison going. I kind of like that. 1, 2, 3. Is that a move 3? It is a move 3. Guess I'm going to be dropping back 1 then. Having an extra round before resting might prevent having to short rest too. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that sometimes there are occasions when... There are also occasions, though, when you definitely do not want to do it. And that's usually when you're trying to, like, close out a boss scenario. So if I'm trying to close out a boss, I will usually not discard it late in the scenario because I don't want to waste a turn to get my +2 buff back up. So I just want to be able to attack as quick as possible. So there's some scenarios where you just need to kill things very quickly because you know you're like, oh, we're going to lose if I don't kill these things really quickly in the next couple of rounds. Then sometimes you might want to leave it up as well. So you actually not want to do that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Dangerous contraption. Terrible. Makes fun of you that we think differently, then says the exact same thing. What? I didn't even read your comment. I was just thinking about it out loud. You typed too fast, Steph. I agree with you. Do I have jump? I have jump on this character, right? I think I do. I have the boots. Actually, before I do that, let's see what happens here, shall we? Okay. Christmas is a time for arguing, right? Right? Is it not? Guessing I'm stunning this one and maybe trying to kill the far one? Oh, but I get any enhancement field on... Oh, that should do it. Should do it. Done this guy. And what we should be able to do now is we should just be able to enhancement field, buff everything here. Nice little attack on you. Oh yeah, easy. I play so fast. I'm just very used to playing now. Like, I think I just know all of the cards and everything so much now at this point in time that, like I said before, like most of the things I just play in patterns. I know how many like enemies that I have to deal with each turn, so I just sort of like deal with them in that way. Like now it's like this is easy, right? I just know I need to go on early enough initiative and just do other useful things. Like now I could open the door with Cranium Overload if I wanted to. And just jump back to this spot. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, was it move 5? So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Force one of them into the trap. Yeah, not a terrible turn. Three, 4, 5.
Barreling through the gauntlet of storage shelves, traps, and undead, you finally make it to the
There they are.
Warehouse, face to face with Jexera and her 2 Inox bodyguards. So you've decided to disrupt my plans instead of help me? You will regret that decision when I return to Gloomhaven with a legion of undead at my back. Moving with great speed, Jexera turns and runs from you, flipping out of a window. You make a
like a
move to
ninja.
pursue her,
She's gone.
but the 2 gargantuan Inox block your advance.
See, like, this is what I meant by, like, their sort of pseudo range thing. You can't see it because I'm got it, but there you go. There you can see it. It's kind of like a ranged attack. Or at least it can kind of end up being one. So I have 2 things I can do here, actually. I could be kind of smart. If I go here and use my Invis Cape, I probably want a long rest next turn anyway, right? Yeah. So now they will go through the trap. But if I won't get hit, like there's no chance I can get hit. Which works really nicely. Get rid of that poison. So you got 3 and a wound. The old default attack. They are dummy thick. They're very dummy. This is like what I mean. Now we can just start to like kind of screw them over, really. Do I have goggles? I do have goggles. Perfect. Just what I always wanted. I can't disarm them anymore, so. Okay. Keep them at arm's length. More gold on Tink. Very thick, though. Are any of these single hexes? They're not, are they? Because here's the thing. Like, so he could attack me anywhere here. I couldn't clear the way anyway if I wanted to, so. Take a bit of a nothing turn there. Go for an epic double disintegration beam kill. We could try. We could try. It's actually probably pretty possible with these two because we just need to get them low with the AoEs, which we're going to be doing a lot of. So I know I want lots of this. I mean, Cranium Overload doesn't do a lot except for move me around now. But neither does Perverse Edge. But Perverse Edge... I guess I can wound them. Okay, we'll just give up our... We'll give up our movement. Right, so we'll go into the night and probably just Corrupting Embrace. That guy. Ooh. Nearly. Right, if I go for this disintegration beam, I should try and focus this guy down a little bit more. Are they immune to muddle? I got a triple disintegration beam kill not too long ago. Yeah, that was on the Living Spirits, right? That was sweet. Very scary. I might just use both of these, to be honest. Feels better to attack them both. Okay. I think I want to cataclysm them next turn. That would be cool. But I'd have to move in to do that. Not so cool. Massive boulder to get wound wouldn't be bad. Heaving swing, of course, to start pushing them through obstacles could also be pretty cool. I could push this guy like here and here. Oh, that would be great. Push, push. Oof. That's spicy. Let's get rid of clear the way. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, boy. A little bit spicy.
Very spicy. I'm liking that. I am liking that a bunch. Thank you so much for the follow. Zivilsten Schwein. I hope I said that kind of right. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the quest. Where's Dig Pit when you need it? True. I mean, this could have been Dig Pit. This could have been Dig Pit. Ooh, that's a pretty early attack, actually. This guy's gonna get in the way now. That sucks. Unless I try and force him to come attack me. I could do that. And Hockey Maniac. That's a bit easier to say. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So if I go here, this guy's going to come to here. That's a bit better. Yep, out. No, why'd you have to ruin it? It was going to be so cool. Look at that. That has opened it up a lot now, though. Now, these guys can really get after us, so... Alright, we're just going to go for big attacks here, I think. Because that was my plan. Oh, I mean to poison too. That sucks.
Baravis gifted a tier 1 sub to Uraharasai.
Hey, Baravis! Thank you so much for gifted subs!
Baravis gifted a tier 1 sub to Eraser SK.
Ahara, Eraser,
Baravis gifted a tier 1 sub to Kionica.
Kionica, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Baravis. Thank you, it's very, very kind of you. Welcome, you three, to the adventuring party. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. That is incredibly kind of you. Make sure guards in chat. Guards in chat for Baravis. That's super, super kind of you. Thank you so much. If you did get a sub, make sure to thank him. It's super kind. Baravis knows about the Christmas spirit. He's got the Christmas spirit. I appreciate him. Ooh, hello. That was something. That was something. Oh, come on. All right, Craig. It's down to you, buddy. Yeah, good job. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thanks for all the content. It's been raising your game. Awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad you found it useful. And thank you so much for the subs. It's very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's finally Christmas in Gloomhaven. It is. I'm not wearing my hat today. I'll tell you what, this hat, after wearing it all on Saturday, it got quite sweaty. It was not pleasant. So, you know, Pingu's got to carry it.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Now that's a load of damage. Let's go for this and this and this and this. Am I gonna do it? Is this a ranged attack? It has a ranged attack? Actually, it does have a ranged attack. After all, it does actually have a ranged attack. Arbuckle Zero, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the quest. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Yvonne. Did I succeed with the square mission last night? We did. Although Phantom did a very good job at trying to punt it at the end there, but we did it. Phantom was playing the scoundrel and was like, it's all right, guys. I got this. Smoke bomb. Backstab. Missed. It was... I mean, I don't know what else we expected. But luckily, we did have a Mind Thief there to finish it off. Nonsensical finished it off, I think. Hey, Dusty P as well. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. It's very kind of you. Welcome to the adventuring party, my friend. Welcome in. It's very kind of you. Merry Christmas. Really appreciate it. Okay. So, do we go for the attack? We go for the disadvantage. Well, we're strengthened, so technically it wouldn't be disadvantage. It'll just be regular. Somehow I feel like justice was served there. Somehow it was like, no, 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 no. It's not how this works. Thanks, Baravis. What? He lives! No way he lives! Right, miss. Close. Right. Nice and simple. Easy finish off. I mean, wound will do it. I guess we've left a lot of gold here, haven't we? But... we're already very, very rich with this party, so... I like just trying to get to the next scenario as quick as possible. So stun shot's going to do it. So what do we do on you then? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have boots? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll try and steal some loot. Oh, I'm immobilized. Oh, duh. Maybe that's a thing that I shouldn't have done. Whoops. All those gold piles in the last room. Yeah, I do feel kind of bad about leaving those. Well, they are good. But I am really quite rich, though, with this party, so... Gold does make the game significantly easier, so if you are, you know, trying to challenge yourself, kind of want to stay away from gold in a weird way. It's odd. Like, yeah, kind of do. We stood around doing nothing in the big room for like 5 or 8 rounds and still won. That's true.
Of the fleeing Valrath.
We said we weren't going to clear the 3rd room. We were like, you know what? We're just going to not this time. We're not going to do it. We're just going to run through, get to the boss room, deal with the boss, and just try and block it off with the crag cart. We'll ignore it. And we ended up clearing the entire room incredibly slowly and inefficiently. And yet we still won.
You've stopped her plans for now, but after your brief conversation, it's clear that you need to hunt her down before she can make good on her threats.
Nice. Oh, of course. I forgot we had this. We probably could have done this. Good job by everybody there, though. Very good job. That's a nice quick one. Nice quick one to start the day. Oh, we got an achievement. Caught off guard.
She's beyond my network, the city guard RG says with a shrug when you ask her later. We'd like to make sure she won't cause any more trouble, but she's fled the city and I'm not about to go traipsing through the wilds. You might have more luck with the Aether Enchanter in town, she suggests. She can surely divine the coward's location for you, if you can get her to cooperate.
Nice. +2 reps, 16 XP. Arcane Library. Maybe we'll just go do that, to be honest. I would like to keep trying to, you know, push towards retirement. I want to retire 1 character today. I really do. Right, city encounter. Get ready to vote, chat. Fingers on buzzers. Right, which option are we going with? 1 or 2? Right, relaxing for the evening of the sleeping lion. A shifty-looking man approaches you, hand outstretched. In it are a pair of pale dice with crude marks scratched on them. Greetings, friends. You look like you could stand to liven things up a bit. Care for a quick game of bone dice with me? I'm sure we could make it interesting. His other hand pats a coin purse at his side. Option 1, play a game with the man. It may prove to be a good time. Option 2, refuse the game of dice. Do we want to go 2? 1? 1, because you want to see what the result is. Well, I don't know if you can get a better result by having certain characters in this one. Maybe by having the scoundrel, the mind thief, maybe. But I'm not sure. Isn't it ironic that Gloomhaven doesn't have dice? It might be a little bit of a play there. Okay, 1. Just about. 1 is the overwhelming. Not overwhelming. Just about made it. -5 gold each. You get into the game, but after a few rounds, your enthusiasm wanes as the man displays a streak of luck that can only be described as uncanny. You leave the table empty-handed. Dirty, rotten cheat. A dirty, rotten cheat. We got hustled. Yeah. I don't think I've seen a positive result to that one ever. I think it's always that. Pretty sure it's always bad. Maybe just variance. I don't know if it is. I think it might just be a one that's like always bad. Unless you have a certain mercenary, maybe. Maybe the scoundrel's really good at that. I don't know. Scoundrel's the key for this one? Yeah. That would make sense. Okay, do we need to buy anything before we set out? Oh, we need to go to the temple. Gotta keep doing this. Nice. It's level 5. Gloomhaven Wealth 3. Yes. Oh, so many good items. And enhancement points. Oh, that's big. Big, 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 big. Right. Do I swap this for the long spear? I'm tempted. Oh boy, I'm tempted. I think I might. I'm really starting to like this item on this character, for sure. We've got major potions as well, maybe? Oh, only healing. I mean, it's still pretty good, though. Yeah, long spear on Mind Thief is just... With Frigid Apparition, it just feels so strong. Depends how long is it, really? Long enough. I've never had any complaints, Ectoplasm. I've never had any complaints.
Yeah, boy. A little bit spicy.
Moving on. 2 hexes is just enough. Exactly. No more, no less. Moon. Nah. I think we want to get the chainmail. That's good. And probably swap out the minor for the major, I guess. I won't sell this, though. I think I'll keep it just in case. Because you never know. We might actually... We might actually get this slot unlocked and we just want to chuck the miner in there too. I feel like I'm missing a small item here though. I mean, stun powder would be better. Actually, stun powder would be better here than it would be here. So maybe I get rid of the stun powder here. Buy the stun powder here. And then we can use the miner too. All right. That makes a little bit more sense. I think that's a bit better. Long spear is what you have. Portable ballista is what the guy has. Your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. I like that one. Anthony, thank you so much for converting your Prime Gaming sub into a tier 1 sub, dude. I appreciate it. Good to have you with the tier 1 crew. Although, I really appreciate that because obviously that means that it will repeat. So thank you, buddy. Right. Next quest. We're going to go do Arcane Library. Because we haven't actually faced this guy yet either. Mr. Arcane Golem. I have not faced him. Cave Bear, Forest Imps. Seems pretty good. Are we all fully... We're fully blessed up, right? Yeah, good. Let's go do Arcane Library. Need shield piercing. Well, we've got Craig. Pretty good at that. He's not immune to wound. That'll be fine. As long as he's not immune to poison as well, it's fine. Okay. We got the piercing bow. Not the best, but we get a one-off. One-off crank bow, maybe. Right, which option, chat? Option 1 or option 2? Encounter. You come across a group of browbeaten Inox trudging down the path in the opposite direction as you. Some are pulling carts laden with various miscellany, mostly furs and crudely crafted goods. The rest have armloads of much of the same. It's obvious that this is everything the Inox have, their life's worth in their arms and wagons. They are all covered in what appears to be soot. The shaman at the head of the group calls to you. The beast awakens. The mountain is aflame. Beware, you do not anger it. Looking at the horizon, you can see black smoke rising from a far-off peak. Do we aid the Inox in what they are carrying? Do we ignore the shaman's ramblings? Option 1, aid the Inox. Option 2, ignore the shaman's ramblings. This could be another opportunity. Another opportunity to help our Mind Thief and their personal quest. 1, resounding. Good job, everybody. You take pity on the disheveled group of Inox, forced from their home by a natural disaster. You travel with them for a time, treating their wounds and helping to lighten their loads. Shaman thanks you and hands you an amulet. We can't return to our homes until the beast rests. I fear what this may mean for us all. I hope this keeps you safe. Is this not the Burning Mountain one? Is this not the Burning Mountain one? Excuse me? Is this not the Burning Mountain one?
It looks like the old writings you found of the mad mystic Moorsbane were true. His ramblings spoke of some great treasure he locked away that would only grow more powerful and valuable with time. The evil bastard is long dead by now. But following the writings, you find the ruins of his once great tower. Now it's little more than rubble. Whatever treasures lay inside are either gone or were buried deep. But you're not so easily deterred. At the base of the hill, you see an overgrown stone door. It is guarded by many menacing forest creatures.
Hey, no problem, Anthony. Glad I could help elevate your play, or attempt to elevate your play. The option 2 is something like you get caught in the forest fire and have to discard as well as get hurt and wounded. Oh, that's much worse. It's not. So what's the Burning Mountain one? That one sounds really similar to that one, but I guess it's not that one. The animal's running away. Ah, okay. I'm just getting confused then. Yeah, it sounds very similar. It's the same kind of situation. Okay, be the first to kill a monster during the scenario. Kill one or more elite monsters during the scenario. Well, if there's forest imps... Probably do that. Guess we'll go for that. I forgot I had this. All right, Pierce. Okay, Mr. Golem. Ooh. That is quite a nasty first room, I'll say that. Oh, jeez. That is really horrible. I have multiple things I need to lock down here. Multiple things. They've got innate curse on all of the forest imps now. Ooh. Disintegration beam? I mean, I could do, right? I mean, I could go and open that door and kill these two. It's quite sad right now. Oh, these are discarded cards. Oh, God. I forgot I had to do that too. All right, we'll get rid of you. This hurts the Mind Thief more than every other character, I think. Cranium Overload on the first turn wouldn't have been bad either, to be honest. Like something like this, but they got such high shield that it doesn't really do that much damage. Right, well, we know it's going to be this and this. It's our best turn by far. Pretty sure it's this and this. Pretty sure it's going to be... this. There. And there. Okay. Gonna have to kind of let our Crackheart take a couple of curses here at the start. I think it's probably the way. Max curses first turn. Yeah. That's awkward, huh? That's kind of awkward. I think we can maybe do that, Zeph. It's kind of difficult to add up a max value one. I realized I should have stunned this guy and immobilized this guy. I did it slightly wrong order. Then I could have got the extra 1 damage here. May not matter. Okay, I can block this guy off. What are they doing? They're healing? That did quite a lot. Block that bear in. Early unstable upheaval. I don't know, this scenario is pretty long, so I am also a little bit cautious about that. I mean, look how big these tiles are. Also, I didn't even read these yet. So kill the arcane golem. The door to the third room will only remain open if the pressure plate in the second, the third room, or both are occupied by a mercenary. Anything occupying a door when it closes off trap. Oh, I see what you mean. So everybody needs to... Like, it's, yeah, to get everybody in the same room is going to be a bit tricky, maybe. I hate the way that the targeting is done for stun powder. I'm like, okay, target 2 things. That. I hate the way the targeting is done for stun powder. That whole thing needs to be changed, in my opinion, because it just doesn't feel right. Like, I'm like, I think I'm doing it right. Am I doing it right? Oh, I'm quite happy with the way that the round's going so far, though, with this one in particular. Right? This is an example where the poison blade might have been quite good, though. I think last time I got hit by a door quite a few times. I don't think that was this scenario, though, was it? I think that was another one with a similar rule. I think this was that one. Maybe it was, but... Is stun powder bugged for AoE? No, it's not bugged, because stun powder only allows you to add stun to a single attack, not your entire attack action. So it's only one of the targets. The problem is that, so you want to select them, right? Then you're like, okay, I want to use stun powder. Then it gives you like this option, like, who are you stunning? And I'm like, this one? And it's just a little bit weird, like how it works. Want to move there? Do they even know? Do they even know it's Christmas? Ready to get beamed? Oh.
Yeah, boy. A little bit spicy.
Zip. So satisfying. I'm gonna want to do some healing.
No.
Very nice.
Now that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's okay. That's okay. Tinker's problem now. Whoops. That's such a nice animation. Yeah, I think it's my favorite in the game. The Tinker in general has some of my favorite sounding kind of design. The sound design for the Tinker I think is great. I just love it. I do feel sorry for this guy now. Hey, Oak Pope. Thank you so much for the resub to 7 months in a row. I really appreciate the support. Welcome back, my friend. The quest continues for you. So Tinker's more of a Jedi or a Stormtrooper? No, he's more like a smuggler. He's more like Han Solo. He's a smuggler. More of a smuggler. Right, get damn bears locked down. Can't get me, bear. Been some quite impressive misses so far, though. Some very impressive misses. It's been quite sad. So I'm 5 health. So technically 4. So an attack of 3. But I have been cursed quite a bit. Oh, I've only got 1 curse left now. It's not so bad. Do I use my boots? I didn't. Guess I could go and punch him really hard. Leave it up. No, I have to go hit this. How many curses do I have here? Loads. Alright, I think I have to play like an emergency stun shot, maybe. Or reviving shock? Oh, reviving shock's like not enough. I have to draw a +1 with that. But it would help me maybe finish this off. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, 14. Guess we're getting beaten up. He's not even drawing his curses. He's just drawing his regular misses. What is going on, Craig? You need to sort this out. This is not good right now. How many curses do we have left? That was my last curse on my Tinkerer. Well, that was a bad miss. I had a feeling that strengthen was important. Had to get the Tinker out of that bind. No, I specifically went before with Rumbling Advance, so I didn't have to burn the card. Didn't like it, but So I've still got like 5 curses on the crack cart because he just keeps drawing his miss. What is wrong with you, sir? Right, I don't know what's in the next room, but I'm not looking forward to it. Because I was bad-mouthing reduced randomness in my video, so now they're taking it out on me.
The door nearly falls off its rusted hinges as you push against it, allowing you to make your way into a waterlogged, scanning the room.
Good job we got clear the way, chat. That's all I can say. I'll heal her because she's probably going to be the one that struggles. I got boots. I can move on to like a hex over here. That's fine. It's fine. I'm surprised they didn't stash a chest somewhere. This looks prime for oh. Didn't choose the right initiative. So awkward when you just have so much good initiative on this character. There we go. Get out of my way. Ooh. And for my next trick, I will turn a pillar into a book. Magic. Everybody confused. Everybody in chat immediately confused. What? Oh boy, we've been burning cards. Feel like I could do a stamina booster though, just to keep healing people up a little bit. Maybe I'll just use Restorative Mist for that though. Reviving Shock might be pretty underwhelming. Like against the guy with all of the huge amount of shields. Jangomis? Thanks so much for the follow. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Welcome to the quest. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. problem I have now, though, is that I really don't have much to do. Are these like just stun traps? No, they're actually 8 damage stun traps. 8 damage stun traps. The worst trap of all time. What is this? Fresh hell. Just waste turns. Pillars of creation. We definitely created something. And look, it's the secrets to the triangles character as well. Maybe it's a sign. Did you hear me comment earlier that we went back and got the square A scenario done? We did. Yes, yesterday we completed it. You had your first go at it last week and got ragged. Got to wave hello to the boss momentarily though. Back to the drawing board. It is really hard. I wasn't really very happy with the way we played it probably in the end. I think we ended up still losing a lot of turns. Like wasted turns. But we got through it. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Is we did complete it. Eight, so we got 7, so we will discard that. Seeing as we're kind of just wasting turns here, I might just long rest just so that I can clear the way next turn. I've still got my jump boots on Tinkerer, so... Right, Cataclysm's probably gotta go. Give us a straight Dante. Are we still winning? I think so. I think we're doing this pretty... I think this is a good methodical way to play this. I'm quite happy. I mean, I don't know what's in this last room. I hope it's just the golem, but something tells me that's probably not the case. And for my next trick, the pillar will become... Da 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 da. A skeleton in a chair.
Wow.
Wow. I think he's just trapped under a boulder, though. I mean, it's not really a chair. It looked like he's got... This is like the little blanket. This is like a little blanket that Craig gave him. He's like, you look cold. Excuse me, sir, you look cold. I kind of want to convert this obstacle into something else as well now, this pillar. Ta-da!
The door swings open to reveal a pristine library with a massive stone golem at its center. Surprisingly, the golem speaks in a gravelly, hard voice.
No. Why have you come here? I have destroyed all there was to take. Why do you force me to kill?
Well, no one's forcing you. You could just, you know, give up your treasure. Give me your loot. Did he take his turn? He did. Why didn't he move? Is there a special rule? Like he doesn't move from his room or something? Is there a special rule here? Is there a rule I'm missing? Rock on, little Tom. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Adventuring Pie. It's very kind of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He can't leave the room. Oh, it's literally the first line of text. We're doing well today, chat. Literally the first line of text. I mean, that always I was like, well, this is easy. Okay. What if we push him out of the room? Yeah, that would probably break the entire... I mean, the entire game would just fail, I imagine. I feel a little bit sad for Craig. He hasn't got much ways of really kind of dealing with this, does he? He's going to have to walk onto a trap, I think. I mean, I guess I could crate her. This is just a regular golem, though. In terms of, like, what it does, it's just a regular golem. It's not a boss, per se. Is it a named enemy, chat, or is it a boss? Immunity to swap as well. They thought of everything. He's named... Okay, well then in that case, I can just do whatever I like to him. And I don't have to worry necessarily about what he's doing. He's just a really strong golem. So, he's got like, retaliate, which is a bit annoying. Mostly melee damage, though. Where's the chest? There's the chest. Means I can stun him too. Move 3. Oh, he's going... Oh, he's going after me as well. I mean, it's an attack 6. It is what it is, I guess. I'm not going to go in. Try and set up some nice heaving swing pushes into multiple objects, maybe. Although I have burned that card, so I'll have to get it back with stamina booster. I accidentally lost that to a short rest. New. I mean, I can control him up. I can poison him. I can do a lot to him, really. Shouldn't be that hard, actually. I guess Ink Bomb's a little bit underwhelming. This is an attack 4. Net Shooter is like an attack 3, but it does something else, which is quite nice. Enhancement Field, the +1 is going to be very good on Crank Bow. I want to attack him for like 7 with the bow and advantage and everything, and the power potion. And Stun Shot's obviously going to be great. All right, we'll get rid of Ink Bomb. How goes the new build? Pretty good so far. I mean, apart from obstacles changing into other obstacles again, but you know, it's unclear as to whether or not that's a bug or just Craig's magical powers. So need the Mind Thief in there ASAP. I need to go and jump on this, don't I, really? Craig! Always! Let's say by design. Okay, so it is Craig's magic then. All right, just another 58 turns to go, boys. 57. I don't think we're going to need to go invisible anymore, are we? Oh, geez, I can't get onto it. That sucks. I can't do it with my boots. We have to short rest. Nearly. I don't think I'm going to be able to rock slide much anymore, so... Might regret that when he's on 2 health. Perfect. Get stunned. All right, here we go. Start whacking. Will I make ice? So I got frigid apparition next turn anyway? Sure. Those flips today. I haven't had great flips, but I was cursed a huge amount in the last room, so... In the first room scenario, so I can't complain, like, too much. We must protect the books. It's really hard for the crack card to do much damage without this card and this card. Imagine if we were playing Angry Face in this scenario, chat. You just put the old Doom that just ignores shields. Because it gives everybody like Pierce. Doesn't it give everybody like Pierce 2 or Pierce 3 against a target? Actually be a very strong use of this. Might try and well, I can do a disadvantage attack, I suppose. I just move in. Yeah, but if you use the 2 pierce, then you lose expose. Yeah, but in this particular scenario, I think it's better, right? Not always, but this one, I think. You could make an argument that it is better. He's chomping away at his health. I don't really care about dealing damage to the Mind Thief here because we're just going to be healing it back up. It's not going to be a problem. This guy's really quite thick. One damage. Very nice. Oh, I should have used a pot or something. I guess I just short rest with the Mind Thief. Just keep going at him. It's kind of an annoying one to get rid of, but ultimately I do need to just stun him every single turn, so... Slowly. Very, very slowly. Scoundrel with certain builds would be great against this.
Well, unfortunately, trying to beat a big rock thing with rocks isn't turning out very well. Who would have thought? Who would have even thought? And I'm giving it my best shot. Yeah, there we go. Take that. That's not bad. Now it's got to work out a way to push him again. One more push. My luck is the problem. MQ's luck. Oh, you're doing very good. Okay, now's the time. Go on then. Do your worst. Wow, that was kind of your worst. Go back. Guess we're using one of those. Hear that? Yeah! There we go. I knew I had one of them. I knew it. Excellent. Hope I'm not wearing MQ's hat. No, I have my own hat. No, I don't touch the hat at all. There is a strange smell coming from that hat. Right. Everything. Go on then. Wow! I mean, could have been a bit more impressive, couldn't it? At least you didn't miss. Yeah, why not? Yeah, go on. Go over there. Oh, am I out of time? I'll do his turn for him. I know he needs my help, my expertise here. There we go, helping out. Right, my time to shine. Make sure we get this first. Right. Haha. There we go. Get rid of them old dusty books. Get the chest. Oh yeah, it's chest over there, right. Right, MQ. Make sure you get the chest.
All right, Craig. Oh, well. Jesus. Very demanding. There's that one good turn and look at him. Thinks he's the best. Right, well, he's dead. This is dead in 2 turns, which is good. I mean, who wants the chest? Mind Thief's got to either short rest. Can't get it, right? Move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get it if we long rest. Make sure that we pick up a little bit of loot. I don't really know what's in this. What is this item? Or who should have it? Tink's got the least amount of money, so maybe the Tink? I was holding back. Yeah, no pull punches from Craig there. Just all in. Well, I think it's gonna have to be the it's gonna have to be the Mind Thief, isn't it? Yep. Mind Thief it is. What a surprise. Mind Thief picks up the prize. As always. Ooh. What do we get? 10 XP? Ugh. It's like the worst. I don't want that. Just give me an item. Alright, well, I'm glad I didn't. I mean, it would have been nice to have got that maybe on Craig. She's already racing ahead with her XP. Good job, Craig. Good job, buddy. Finally drew one of them curses, huh? Finally drew one of them curses.
The glyphs on the golem's limbs begin to fade. And chunks of stone fall from its frame as it utters 2 more words. Thank you.
You're
Rummaging
welcome.
Through the library, you find a journal detailing how the golem was given intelligence and the capacity to learn.
Ooh.
What it learned, however, was that it was a soulless monster, and that it could not connect with anything else, since it was commanded to never leave and to kill all intruders.
Can relate. It's very relatable.
You also find a glowing power core inside the golem's body.
Forever trapped here, streaming Gloomhaven. I know you're paying, buddy. Craig actually did the most damage. Kind of surprising for that scenario, to be honest. Well, maybe not with the rock slide in the first room. There's a lot of rock slides in the first room. Probably MVP, actually, with the clear the ways, too. Although he was the only one without a burn jump, so... kind of screwed himself there. He had to do it for himself. Hey, Iron and Wine. How goes it? Obviously very well in this scenario. We did pretty well in this scenario. And we got the power core. Oh, we did get Burning Mountain. What? What? I think I have a slot on the Tink, don't I, right now? Oh, I swapped to stun powder. That's okay. We're about to level up. It's not a great summon. I mean, none of the items summons really are. Lots of gold to sell, yeah. The Golem thanks you for putting him to rest so he doesn't have to kill anymore. You then collect this core and summon it to kill things for you in later scenarios. Little does he know. He never knows. Right, let's do our leveling up and then we'll do a city encounter. Level 7. Meteor. 23 initiative. Move 4 jump. The top of this card is irrelevant. Or Brutal Momentum. Oh, Brutal Momentum. One of our best attack cards, definitely. It's quite an easy choice for me at 7. It's always Brutal Momentum. Always, always, always. This is like, it's very tempting to swap out Heaving Swing for this, but it is actually significantly different because you don't get to blow up obstacles. So I actually really like having the ability to blow up an obstacle occasionally. It's in the way. You need to make a path for your team. So I actually quite like running both of them side by side. But it is mostly looks like a strict upgrade. Add +1 attack to all of your ranged attacks, or +2. Again, pretty nice. Not huge, but we're usually using it for the top. But it's a nice bottom effect occasionally. Meteor. The reason why Meteor I don't really like is the move 4 jump is decent, but the top is just, you never find a good 3 hex arrangement to put it in. Like, I can never find a good space to put it in that feels really good. It always just feels awkward. Can never quite get it where you want. Only ends up hitting 2, maybe 3 things. Just feels underwhelming as an AoE, like, kind of effect. Looks like it could be really good. You're like, wow, I could drop that in the middle and maybe hit like a bunch of stuff. It's just so hard to set up. And a lot of scenarios, like if they have difficult terrain, hazardous terrain, like that last scenario, right, would have been really hard for us to find a good place to plonk down that. So, Brutal Momentum, nice and easy. Meteor's also good for the initiative. It is good for initiative, but we have started to address that issue with our previous picks. So getting like Kinetic Assault, having Explosive Punch. I think we kind of... Cataclysm as well on 26. I think we start to address that with other cards. All right, let's get perks. Another +2. Oh, we got another one too, because we actually got one from our battle goal, right? Time to dust. Level 6 on Tink. Gas Canister. I quite like Gas Canister, actually. I think for a support role, it's pretty decent. The bottom of this. Especially if you've got one card you just want to play over and over and over again. Which some of the more broken cards, you definitely just want to play them over and over and over again, so... Auto turret is A little bit underwhelming. I do like it. I've always thematically really liked the top of this card, but I've never managed to make it be that good. And the bottom is a decent heal, though, and it's on the right side of a card. Like, it's nice because you could do an attack. Like, so you could play something like Toxic Bolt, poison an enemy, and then do auto turret bottom to heal an ally. Like, that's a pretty nice turn. So I like the fact that it's a usable heal on the bottom that doesn't mean you have to give up a premium top effect. Like, you can play Stun Shot and this. So that's always pretty good. Go back and get microbots. No. No. I don't think so. I do not think so. It's a tough decision between these two. It really is. Because the top of gas canister is trash. It's not good. You're just using this card for the bottom. Could always go back and maybe take Noxious Vials instead. This is also a very good card. I think when you're playing like in a 4-person party, this is maybe a bit more useful. Just because you can kind of go around and help everybody out a little bit more. But I kind of feel like I have... Like, I mean, what item would I really care about refreshing? Stamina potions, but all that does is make my life a bit easier. It doesn't really change like everything too much. It doesn't drastically change things. Just makes things a bit easier. Gas canister allows me to just get Perverse Edge back over and over and over and over again. Which is very good. Auto turret just gives me a heal. I think I'll go gas canister. Summon items can be nice to refresh. That's true. I mean, really, you're trying to hit something like a star earring or a moon earring, or I think that's what you're trying to hit. But it's... If you don't have those items yet, which we don't, then we obviously don't have great value for it. Also, it's taking a nothing turn again, right? It's sometimes a bit hard. The good thing about gas canister is you can play it fairly early and just forget about it almost. Just let it kind of do its thing. As long as you keep your team together, you don't have to keep playing the same effect over and over and over again, which I quite like. I think either of those 3 cards would have been fine to pick there with this character, honestly. Really do. Okay. Just going to add a +3. I mean, we get a lot of advantage, so... Yeah, it's only small items. Which is fine, because small items are some of the most broken things. But also, if it could refresh like a helm... Something like Pendant of Dark Packs, that would be awesome. Alright, so Shared Nightmare or Domination. Shared Nightmare is just really good. Really good. Poison and Curse. Target 2. Range 4 means you can get everything that you want. Solve some of your problems that you might have with dealing with retaliate enemies. Allows you to just reach a little bit with the character as well, which is nice. 7 initiative is very good. You have to be a bit careful about just having early initiatives, though, which is a bit of a problem. The bottom, move 5, shield 1. You probably don't care about the shield, but the move 5. You're not going to turn down a move 5 on 7 initiative at any point. The problem, I think, with Shared Nightmare is it does compete quite a lot for the dark element with Dark Frenzy. So, you know, which one do you do? Shared Nightmare is arguably the better one to be, you know, than Dark Frenzy, unless you're against like a boss or something, or if they're already poisoned. It seems quite good. We're probably gonna, well, we will be going for Shared Nightmare here. The other card is Domination, which is one adjacent ally may perform an attack 4. This attack gains the effects of your augments. Not good. You just want to be doing the damage yourself. Why do we care about allies? And it's an interesting idea. But it basically allows them to maybe attack for 6 with the Mind's Weakness. Why don't you just do attacking for like 5 and 6 yourself. It seems a bit strange to me. I mean, you don't really get an attack 4, I suppose. So it is a little bit better than your base attack, but the adjacency thing is a bit awkward at times. At least it's on the top, so you could move and get an ally to do it. It's not bad, but it's likewise not fantastic. And the bottom is force 1 normal or elite enemy within range 5. Form its turn and surrounds if its allies were enemies and its enemies were allies, with you controlling the action. That's not bad. Situational. Those kinds of effects have always been situational. Like, you can just find a way to do it. Like, we've got Cranium Overload. Is it? No, we've got another one that does that. Hostile Takeover does a similar kind of thing. A very similar kind of thing. Except at a lower range. Which is never really what you want to play the card for. But on the odd round, you could just do something really clever. It does allow you some interesting possibilities to do something clever at some point. Well, we're going to take Shared Nightmare because it's just the better card, but yeah. It is what it is. If you have an ally that has buffs to its attacks, giving them more attacks is okay. Yeah, I mean, if you had something else like... I think. Who else has that? Concentrated Rage would do it, I suppose. Concentrated Rage, if you were to get the bear, that would work. Yeah, buff bear. Yeah, that would work. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, with Blood Pact, I suppose. But the thing is, though, is that a lot of those other things are... Like, you've also got a lot of allies that can just give you buffs as well. So it's like, well, just use, like, Enhancement Field on the Tinkerer, Harsh Stimulants. You've got Sharpening Kit from 3 Spears. You've got lots of things that can buff. Music Note also buffs you as well. So why does it matter, you know? Circle Summons. Circles doesn't have a way of buffing her summons, right? Yeah, I think Bear is probably the best case, yeah. Because that's an additional plus... Is it like +2 or +3? It's very good. Alright, new poll, chat. Which option are we going to go for? Option 1 or option 2? Choose wisely. So we are attending a business in the sinking market, or attending to business in the sinking market, when a frail white-haired woman approaches you and grabs you by the arm. Oh my, don't you look strong, she says. Could you possibly assist me with a small problem I'm having in my cellar? Her eyes grow narrow. Rats! So many rats! I don't know where they're coming from, but they are a right nuisance. Ruined 3 jars of preserves just yesterday. She tugs weakly at your sleeve. Please, can you help me? The classic. I feel like we get this like every week now. We've been getting this a lot. Think of the rats. Just think of the rats. Won't somebody please think of the rats? Just about agreed. Well done, guys. We get 2 gold each. You smile broadly and ask the woman to lead you to her house. It's a ramshackle dwelling, half sunk into the muddy foundation. Inside there are certainly a lot of rats. You kill as many as you can, but in her cellar you find a large hole leading to a section of sewer that recently collapsed, leaving the pests with nowhere else to go. The woman thanks you for at least helping her to be able to sleep tonight and hands you a few coins. Nice. Boo. The thing is, it just keeps on coming back. Like, I kind of wish that at a certain point that event would go away. I know that they've got to have events that are just there forever, so that you always have an event to do if you want to. But I just feel like some of them should just go away. Donate? Thank you, I will. Thank you for reminding me. If the wrong button. To the temple. All right. Next quest. So we could do a core quest, or we could go and do another side quest. We could go do Burning Mountain. I don't really feel like doing Burning Mountain because we did that recently. Did that very recently. Plus, where are all of the missions with bandits already? Did I forget a perk? I think I did it in the end. Yeah, maybe once you've drawn it 3 times, it's removed from the game. Yeah, or if it's just like, I think it should just say like, if prosperity level is equal to this, get rid of it. Like at certain point, just like when drawn, if party prosperity level is higher than 2 or 3, maybe get rid of it. 3 or higher, get rid of it. Because it's a starter event. And it's not a very fun thing to keep drawing. Makes a lot of sense, though. Hey, Clover. How's it going? After rats are drawn, she gets professionally strong vermin. Or, yeah, or something like that. I'm guessing maybe that's something that we might see in Frosthaven. It'd be interesting if you had to, like, stick a sticker on it that made it a bit more, like, a bit harder or something. Maybe you get more gold, but it's harder. A more prosperous town should have less rats. You'd think so. I just don't want to really do Burning Mountain. I've done that one fairly recently. Let's go do Temple of the Seer.
You reach out to some of your contacts concerning Jexera's location and end up with an odd bit of information from the Sanctuary of the Great Oak. They say there is a temple high in the Watcher Mountains, dedicated to some unseen force that can answer any questions asked of it. Visitors must survive the journey and the trials that await in the temple first, however. It is a tradition among the Order of the Great Oak to send its members on a pilgrimage to this temple. Where faced with the prospect of any knowledge they desire, they decline to ask a question, putting all their trust in the Great Oak instead. The Sanctuary provides you with some basic directions, and you head off. While your path is clear, the way is anything but easy.
Did I put in Brutal Momentum? I don't think I did. I don't think I put in any of the cards. I'll have to do that before we get in. Oh boy. Oh boy. Speaking of reoccurring events. Oh, which berries? Are we going to eat berries today? Okay. Vote, chat. You are feeling a tad hungry as you walk down the road. You are considering stopping for a meal when you come across a thicket of bushes covered in green berries. The berries look delicious, but you hesitate. They could be poisonous. Green berries. Huh. No berries for me? Come on. Sounds raw. Aren't most green berries actually ripe? I mean, it depends, right? 1. Okay, eat the berries. Respectable. You shrug and grab a handful of berries to stuff in your mouth. They're incredibly sweet and just the right amount of tart. You couldn't feel better about your decision. We have been blessed. Good job, everybody.
You risk falling to your death numerous times as you scale the cliff up to the temple. Braving the harsh winds and loose rocks, you finally reach the top and head through the threshold into a large open foyer. I am afraid I cannot accept visitors at this time. A disembodied voice booms through the room. Please come back in 12 years. I may be able to accommodate you
Oh,
then.
sure. I'll just come back then. It's fine.
Before you can object, a group of massive stone constructs materialize before you.
You thought it was always poison, these encounters? No. The colors. It's red is bad. Anything that isn't red is basically fine. If it says red, stay away. Okay, kill 1 or more elite monsters. Kill 5 or more. Yeah, we'll kill 5 or more. Use no items during the scenario? No. Loot a chest? Yep, there's a chest. Kill a monster by causing at least 4 or more points of damage to it than necessary. Oh, 13 XP? Easy. Right, let's do the cards. We forgot to put them in. So Brutal Momentum needs to come in. I think we'll probably swap in... I might get rid of Clear the Way, you know. It just doesn't feel very good right now. Crater is also kind of like... Well, actually, Clear the Way or Crater... They kind of serve the same purpose, which is to get me in. Maybe I'll keep Clear the Way and get rid of Crater then. But they both serve the exact same purpose, which is just for me to be able to get into the good spot to do the Unstable Upheaval. That's all they're for, those cards. There we go. Get rid of that. Alright, I've chucked gas canister in already, have I? Nice. Oh, yeah, we got rid of Flamethrower. I remember now. Shared Nightmare. If it wasn't for the jump, I would say we should get rid of this. Are they rending drakes? They're spitting drakes. Okay. So you've got 2 ranged enemies, 1 melee, and 1 kind of hybrid. Could do different things. Mostly melee, but can also do different things. So I guess Cranium... This is quite a lot of shield. This has got quite a lot of shield. I guess Hostile Takeover isn't that great. We'll try without it. There are obstacles to magic around here. Yeah. Of course, we have to keep Clear the Way to throw books at people. Transform them into pillars or pillars into books. Skeletons into clothes racks.
The voice says, you have questions, I have answers. You ready your weapons. There's no way you're going to climb back down that cliff with nothing to show for it.
All right. I really like this, the aesthetics of this scenario. I really like this kind of... I don't know what to say. It's almost like a mountaintop or something. The kind of partial walls. I like it. Right. Let's get some rocks going, shall we? Bruce Momentum is going to be great, this scenario. Really good. You know, like when you're playing tabletop and you put your blessers in and you don't shuffle very well. Seems way too hard to gain prosperity. No new items, and we'll finish the campaign. Yeah, I mean, you need to donate pretty heavily, I think, in order to have any kind of chance. Oh, come on. I swear they do it on purpose. Wow. Right, I was going to heaving swing this guy through here, I think. Maybe a bit rough, but it's either that or I brutal momentum and do the damage, but that seems quite good to me. Kind of need to get... Maybe if I do this and this. Oh yeah, this could work quite well. Range. Ugh. That's not what I wanted to see. Didn't really want to see your ranged attack there. Oh, there you go. That's better. Retiring also helps with prosperity. That's true. That's true. But like retirement, I've always found that retirement is one of those things that the first time you retire, it takes a while. And then like your second character, you usually play for less time than your first, then your third, less time than your second, just because of the fact that you start at a higher level and you have more stuff unlocked. So you kind of just like you snowball. So there's definitely a snowballing effect with retiring characters and stuff. Depends on the quest you get. Yeah, but you can always replay. That's the beauty of it, really. Kind of annoyed by this ranged attack 6 as well. I might try and wall them off with Rock Slide and just run away for a little bit next time. We wall it off this way. And we just focus on killing him. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh, no. I mean, I'll probably end up just taking one lot of retaliate damage, maybe. I'll probably end up just taking one lot, I would think. Depends on the order that I do this. So I do this, then obviously I take 3, but then I'm strengthened. Then I can attack for 3, 4 with strengthen. 5. Oh, let's go for it, I think. I felt like if I'd actually had a decent pull on the first one, it was doable, but maybe it wasn't worth it. I am healing on the Tink, so I don't feel too bad about it. You get less prosperity if you play evil. Don't. I guess so. There's probably some events, yeah, that you don't actually you don't want to do or whatever that would give you more prosperity. I guess the problem is that the game often just gives you like decisions that maybe are not very fulfilling in that respect. Like they're not obvious. This is why being evil is quite hard, I think, when you're playing, because often the game doesn't really spell it out for you. Like if you do this, you're gonna get this. Like sometimes you're playing evil, right? Because you want to get negative rep, but you're not playing evil because you want to not get prosperity. And sometimes it's very easy to just tie the two things together or get confused with the two, I think. So yeah, I can see that would be a problem. Okay, they need to make it a little bit more that like prosperity doesn't just feel like you're doing good things to get prosperity. It's just how successful the town is, really, is what it's supposed to be. There we go. Very good. You help someone out and you gain 5 XP and you lose a perk, or rather kill the guy. Losing a perk is the worst thing in the game, in my opinion. Like, losing check marks is the worst. I really hope in Frosthaven they learned from that and they don't put any of those events in that can potentially lose you. Or if they do, it's very, very clear. Because it is not nice. If you've spent a long time working towards doing your battle goals, like you just complete a really hard battle goal, you're like, yeah, we did it. We completed a hard battle goal. It was really tough for you to do. You really had to work hard and figure it out, and you were rewarded at the end of it. Feels great. And then you immediately go into an event that just takes it away from you. It's just not good. You know, you don't... If you're going to take things away that easily, you should give them easily. Right? Don't take things away from players which are like hard won. You should take things away that are Yeah, maybe a little bit annoying, obviously. Like, there's got to be some sort of downgrade to it, but certainly, like, that is... Like, take XP away. Like, just take some XP away, because you can always just play a couple of cards and you're back up there again. It doesn't matter too much, but, man, check marks are so, like... They're so hard to come by sometimes. The guys have said there won't be any perk losses in Frosthaven. Thank God. Also, there's more perks in Frosthaven, so it'd be doubly brutal, because there's even more to unlock, right? They all kind of vary a lot more. Like, there's a lot of variety in the perks, so it feels like they're going to be even more important, or at least even more like sought after, right? I'm definitely going to be keen to try and get as many as possible. Can't believe these guys just keep drawing their really good cards against me. Like the perfect cards. Hey Howie, when you retire cards, you unlock only one random or a choice. It's dictated by your personal quest that you select when you create a character. So when you create a character, you get dealt 2 personal quests. You're going to choose one to do, and you're going to discard the other. And that will tell you what character you would unlock on it. I think it's a pretty good system, except for sometimes you can get hosed and get some really bad ones for certain characters. Like if you plan on playing a support character and you get one that's like, kill this many enemies, it's like, oh god. It just doesn't allow you to play the character how you want to play. You know, might not be the end of the world. The game is also inconsistent with what takes away perks. Sometimes it is for stuff that in all other cases you just have to discard cards. Yeah, that's it. It's a really bad one that hits you like out of the blue. Like you don't really expect to be able to lose something like that. And that's bad. Well, the thing is, Frosthaven's going to be great because they've ironed all of this stuff out, right? And in digital, they've had to try and make a accurate remake. Warts and all, unfortunately. And sometimes, sometimes there's some bad stuff. You get 3 random personal quest choices in Frosthaven now. Better variety. I don't know, actually. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. That sounds pretty good, if it is. Hell yeah, gas canister trap actually worked. Oh yeah. Have they talked timeline for Frosthaven or other expansions yet for digital that I've seen? So Frosthaven will not be coming to digital, or at least not as an expansion, I would think. I mean, the devs haven't said like categorically no, but also Frosthaven is basically like double the game what Gloomhaven is in terms of content. So I would be very, very surprised if we were to see like anything. Right? I would be very, very surprised if we were to see Frosthaven added as a simple expansion. That's not going to happen, in my opinion. It would be a separate game, and it would probably be many years off because the physical game hasn't come out yet. They would want that game, like from Asmodee's perspective, they would want that game out for a while in the physical form before they would consider doing digital as well, because digital is basically like a way that they extend the life of their physical games, right? So they release the board game goes on, then once kind of like sales start to maybe, you know, things start to plateau or tip off a little bit, right, because the people have played the board game, then they go back in for the digital, and it gets the, you know, it extends the tail of the product. Right, it keeps it going for longer. Whereas, like if they were to release at the same time, all they would be doing was they would be competing with themselves for sales. Right, they'd be competing for digital sales versus physical sales. So a lot of people will decide, well, I'll just buy digital because it's cheaper or easier or whatever. You know, the physical version of the game is much more expensive than the video game version. So therefore, they would be basically cannibalizing their own sales, which is not what you want to be doing. So I think it'll be if we do see it, it will be a long way off, and it will be after Frosthaven has settled, you know, been played a lot. A lot of people have played through it. Sales of the game start to kind of tail off a little bit, and that's when they start to think, okay, when's the digital version coming out? Breathe more life into it, bring it to a new audience. That's what they'll do. So that's for that. Jaws of the Lion, though, I think is much more probable. We don't know. They haven't confirmed anything, but that would be a much more of a simpler plug a load of missions in, plug some new mercenaries in. That would be an easy thing to do, and they could sell it as like a, I guess like as a premium DLC if you like, or slightly more expensive DLC maybe. Sell it for like £10 or something, $10. I don't know. Because what the game is like $30, so maybe they would sell it for like 10 to 15, something like that. I don't know, but that would be like 25 new scenarios, 4 new mercenaries, you know, some new items and things as well. I think that would go down really well. Physical is less expensive for 4 players. If you all agree to go in on it, I mean, I don't know how many people do, but yes, I mean, if you were to split it evenly, what's it going to be, about like $25 each, something like that, maybe? But not for Frosthaven. That's Gloomhaven. For Frosthaven, Frosthaven's retail is like 150, I want to say. I know that if you wanted to play digital, so if you were to buy digital from Steam at the full price of the game, it would be pretty close. If all 4 of you were to go and buy, or have to buy your own version, it would be pretty close. However, the benefits are you can just play it whenever you want. You don't have this one copy that's, you know, oh, Steve's got it this week, I can't play it. If I wanted to go and play solo and play my own game, I could. So there are other benefits too. It's not purely just a cost ratio. But if you were seeing it from the perspective of, I'm only playing it with these people and we're only playing it together at these times, then sure, it does get a bit closer, but I think that's like quite a rare thing. Also, twice the game for the price with Guildmaster. Yeah, you've also got Guildmaster as well. And if they do add Jaws of the Lion as well, that would be a nice thing, you know, or however much it costs. That would be quite nice price, I would think. How do we enter this room? How do we enter this room? I really want to go in this. I think I'm just going to have to use my cloak. Just don't feel like I'm moving into the room with any real kind of agenda, you know? I guess I can corrupting embrace. Sure.
You open the door to the inner chamber, and more enemies materialize before your eyes. Flying red lizards, wailing spirits, and great terrifying bears that don't seem at all happy to have been suddenly transported here.
I remember this one now, chat. This was like, I hated this scenario when I came across it on my... It was like just hard difficulty I was playing on. Oh man, it was miserable. No, it wasn't hard. It was insane. Because the amount of movement that these guys have is pretty nuts. And it's all about killing these guys first. I need to just set up for a big unstable upheaval, really, on the next couple of turns, I think. That's what I need. So we'll move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to the door. Gonna need that unstable Hulk evil. Definitely gonna need it. I have a feeling as well here that I'm gonna need to play like... I need to make ice, I think. Well, actually, if I make earth... Oh, what am I doing? I'm long resting here. So maybe I make earth and I just do it that way. Mm-hmm. Hide in the corner. Classic strategy. One thing the board game has going for it is it's way easier to make custom scenarios and campaigns for it. I think it depends on what your aims are. Yes, if your aim is to just like mess around yourself, you can obviously just chuck a load of monsters down, check some tiles down. it's quite nice and easy. But if you want to like share your scenarios around, I would say that maybe digital could, I don't know whether it is at the moment, but could be better, because you could, for example, have like post it up on the workshop. Those people could maybe download it and play it. So if your aim was to try and create something that you wanted to share with a lot of people, maybe digital might be better for that. Have I checked in with Craig to make sure he's rehearsing his big stream? Absolutely. He is fired up and ready to go. He's just waiting. He's waiting for me to do the poll now to decide what it's gonna be. I want this spot at the moment. Am I gonna get it? Looks like I might. I thought I was going to line of sight them here, but I didn't. I didn't check that beforehand either. It would have been great if these guys moved. I actually kind of got a little bit unlucky with their initiative there. I kind of want them to move forward. I'm going to need a lot of big attacks here, aren't I? Maybe I get rid of Kinetic Assault. What do we think? Honestly, I'm going to need to attack like many things many times. So my feeling is that I just kind of have to go all in here a little bit. Say, last time I played this scenario, I did not do well. Do I have any way of making ice with anybody else? I do not. That is not great. I do, however, have a nice ink bomb here that I can try and get with the old piercing bow. That's looking pretty good. That is looking very good, actually.
Oh, right on cue. You brought me in. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Prepare for my big entry.
Right. A little bit spicy.
Very spicy. Very spicy indeed. But I don't really know what to do with you. I mean, you've got some stuff you can do, but it doesn't feel great. Not on that initiative, at least. Oh, that's nice. I'll forget about you for a bit then. You got lots of ads, Justin, to watch me. I think he needs to change his settings again. Right, there you go. Perfect. Not bad at all. Right, in I go. Here I come. Right, ready for the pain. Perfect. I mean, almost. Had a couple times twos in there. Not too bad, I'd say. Right, on these three. Clean up squad. Yes, very good, very good. Now I can't transfer those statues. That is a shame. That is a very big shame. Right, what do we do next turn then? Do this. Bit of that maybe. Actually, I'll probably do this one. Yeah, come over there, go on. That. Nice. Light work. Right, leave me alone, Mr. Bear. Great, how do I change stuff like pillars into books? Wow. A magician never reveals his secrets. Perhaps one day, if you were to join the magic circle, I could give you some more insight. Oh shoot, wrong one. I thought it was the other one. Oh, I played the wrong one. Right, that's not my fault. Right, didn't see that. I played the wrong one. They look very similar. Very, very similar. No, that's not my fault, that's his fault. He did that, not me. He did that. That's fine, right, do it all again. Quick, before he comes back. Poison on there. That's the right one. There we go. Uh-oh. Ouch. Well, I guess we're getting rid of gas canister then, aren't we? I'll do a bit of that. That seems quite good. Right, good stuff. Long rest there. Let's go here. There. Oh. Excuse me. Haha! There's that times 2. Although, might not have needed it really. Right, that's me done. Right, you can clean up the rest of this. I did all the hard bit.
That was nice of him. There's restart round for multiplayer in the latest update. There is, yes. I think only the host can do it, though. Is it only the host? Not sure. But we have used that. I think we've used that one time. Yeah, misclicks is definitely not what you want, right? Yeah, only host. Misclicks is the big thing. Yeah, I agree. It's sometimes not very nice. Boop, 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 boop. We get in the chest. And actually, Craig's getting the chest. How about that? $10 XP! Yay! Oh, shoot. Yeah, I had to get the Tinker to do it. Well, I guess not anymore. It's a bit of a shame to lose out on the perk, but the perk point, but really? Is anyone retiring today? Yes, Craig, I believe, after this scenario. That's the plan. Newt. Hey, Shadow. You've had a lot of issues with that in multiplayer. Only host turn, you believe, from your experiences. I mean, it would be nice if other people could go back. I kind of get why it is the way it is, because otherwise I think there would be a lot of waiting around. I think they're trying to make the game flow. So I do kind of understand why they've done things the way they've done things. Can be a little bit frustrating, though. Easy fix would be request and then party vote option to restart round. Yeah. I don't mind that. That seems pretty fair to me. May as well use this just in case. You never know. What's going on today in Gloomhaven? Well, we're doing Temple of the Seer. We've done 2 missions already today. They've gone very well. So, pretty happy with that. This mission is actually quite hard, but I think now that we've gotten quite powerful with our levels and stuff, I think we're now starting to kind of hit that kind of that peak, if you like, right? Because the enemies are now level 7, so they are maxed out. So from this point onwards, the game's only getting easier. So the game kind of difficulty curve, as you know, is just kind of like this, and then you hit the peak, and then it just sort of like just goes straight down. Like it's hard. It gets sort of less hard, and then it kind of just falls off a cliff. Because we'll be level 9, these guys will still be level 7. Doesn't really matter that we're playing on +3 difficulty then. So I would still like some additional difficulty options if the devs were open to it. Like, just doesn't have to be anything crazy, just some nice extra difficulty options. Be able to add in, let's say, like with Myth's old mod, it was 33% extra monsters. That's a little bit hard with the campaign to stay balanced. As I think they need to maybe reinvent a whole new level of monster, really, but that's quite a lot of work. Just to keep hardcore people like me happy. You surprised they didn't do extra difficulty options for Frosthaven, given all their testers play a lot on +3 or 4? Well, you have to be careful though, right? It's like the exception, not the rule. So yes, playtesters will play on increased difficulty, and I'm sure we'll do well with it. But I think they need to, they're not playtesting the game to be played at that difficulty level. That'll be interesting to see, actually, what the game is like. I mean, all that you're doing is scaling enemies, so no, in theory, it shouldn't really make much difference at all. You can have the difficulty jump at monster level 6 and 7 to be harder. Yeah, that's true. Not many people actually play at that level anyway, unless you're playing on increased difficulty, right? That's the whole point. That's how you get to that 7. Similar to how they could make level 0 easier, because you're only playing level 0 if you are turning the difficulty down. So it doesn't feel too bad to then just make the game even easier. You don't have to, like, increment it the same every time. You could make it so that level 0 is substantially easier than level 1, and different from, like, the scaling. I don't mind that idea. I think that seems like a pretty smart way of doing it. Or just had, like, maybe they could add, like, difficulty modifiers. So that's another thing they could do. So in digital, what I would like them to do, actually, which would be really good, is give a reduced gold option or something. So the enemies will stay at level 7, or will stay at the level that you set them, right? +3, so +3 above. But you only get the gold from your party level. So if my party level is 2 or 1, and I'm playing on +3, so technically I'm at 4, I don't get the gold rewards for doing so. I get the same gold rewards, drops, and coins in dungeons from the level that I actually am. Because gold does help your characters improve very quickly. Like I could basically get strength and enhancements on all of my characters within like 5 missions. And that's maybe too good. Even with the new costs. So perhaps that's something they could do. Make it a little bit harder for players. When you play solo in the board game, isn't the rule you increase the difficulty, but the gold and XP remain the same? I believe that is like the official solo variant. Yes. So they could just enforce that. 9 damage model trap. There. I've definitely read it somewhere. Maybe I read it in Frosthaven then, if it's not in Gloomhaven. I've definitely read that somewhere, though. I've heard that. I never played the original board game solo. Hey, Sean. Gloomhaven has a PC game? Yes, a full digital implementation. We are currently playing through the campaign. You could try to do the new achievements for some difficulty challenges. Yeah, we'll be doing that on Wednesday this week. We'll be doing Steam achievements. I cannot get to loot. Sad times.
As the last of the creatures falls, the temple becomes eerily silent. You call out, but the strange voice offers no response. You begin banging the walls with your weapons and yelling even louder, making it clear that you will not leave without answers.
Complete a mission without killing anyone. Why is this an achievement? It's a pretty easy achievement, to be honest. It's actually very easy. There's just certain missions that you have to do. So, you want to do Doom Trench is the mission you want to do. That one, I would expect.
Enough!
The power of the voice shakes the ground.
I could easily kill you, you know. But normally a threat is enough to send you pathetic lesser beings scrambling.
Isn't that the fun in the game, though? Yeah, but achievements are not always like that, right? Like, achievements are always kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek, like, do something stupid. Like, I remember I did an achievement in... I think I did an achievement in the Rick and Morty VR game. It's not Rick and Morty. Trover Saves the Universe. There's an achievement in that game where you can throw, like, a paper ball through a basket like 100 times, like just shooting hoops. It's a really mundane, but if you do it so many times, you get an achievement. Like, Steam achievements don't always have to be necessarily fun. They just need to be like niche. And then some people will chase after them, some won't, right? You want to make it so that Steam achievements are like the majority of people will get probably most of them just by playing, or a good majority of them by playing. And then you want to have like some that are just random outliers, weird ones that people can go chase after if they want. Like,
I don't necessarily like murder, however, so I will make you a deal. I will answer a single question for you, and then you will leave this place without further incident and never return.
ooh, one single question. Oh, what's Father Christmas bringing me for Christmas? What am I getting for Christmas? The voice?
So what would you like? Great power?
No, what I want for
Great
Christmas.
wealth? Or is the location of the necromancer you are hunting really that important to you?
Christmas. Christmas. Oh. Monies. Just load of cash. We'll let Jaxera go. It's fine. We don't need her. Shrine of Strength. Lost Island. Necromancer's Sanctum. Ooh. So we're gonna do it. Right, is there anything we want to do before we say goodbye to Craig? Also, I have to think about, like, whether or not... I mean, I'll be swapping in Saw, which is a big... Potentially a big loss. We'll be losing Unstable Upheaval. We'll be losing Rock Slide. We'll be losing a lot of things that we've really used as a crutch up to this point. So... I have to consider that maybe it is not a great idea to retire Craig right now. But I think we're going to do it because, well, we should do it.
Well, it's been fun. I'll say it's been fun. I've obviously carried this entire team all the way through. All the way through. Didn't stand a chance without me, I know. But sometimes, you know, everything's got to come to an end. Nothing can last forever. And I need to go tend to my garden again. But it was nice to come back and do a little bit more. Any comments on deadly difficulty? Well, I didn't find it very deadly, let's just put it that way. I don't think they could ever create a difficulty that could ever cause me any stress. Ever. I think it's only fair that I step aside and let other mercenaries have a go, really. Did he give me any hazard pebbles for my trouble? Any what? No, but I have agreed to come back to do this one scenario where I'm going to do the entire thing. If I'm not stressed while it's not fair on everybody else. You know, you got to share. I mean, you see in that every scenario we go into, we just go in, chuck a couple of rocks, blow everything up. Easy. Or let somebody else have a go. Got to at least make this difficult, haven't we? Somehow. And the only way we can make this difficult is by me not playing. Stun immunity on all monsters and flying. Nah. That's fine. That's when we bring back the old cursed Nado. We bring that one out of the closet. Out of retirement. And then they won't even be able to do anything. Easy. Well, it's been fun, everybody. I'm sure I'll be back. Summon me whenever you need me to, well, get him out of trouble. I will happily take the pennies. And of course, you guys need to pick a scenario too. I'll get him to do that poll that he was going to do. And we'll do that soon. Probably in a week or something. Next week. Next Wednesday, maybe. That sounds good. Right. Bye, everyone. Bye. I'm off to my garden. Bye. I'm off now. Bye. Bye.
And there he goes. Off to his garden. Tend to his rockery. Some peace and quiet. Right, let's do a city encounter, shall we? No, he's gone. We'll do a quick one before he goes, so maybe we can get something. We can spend his money before we get rid of him. Maybe we can spend his money before he goes. Right, which option should we go for? 1 or 2? Does Craig farm? Because you wonder if he farms broccoli. Very clever. No, he farms cow rocks. Returning to Gloomhaven with your latest haul of treasure, you approach the market in search of a good trade. Unfortunately, there are only a few visible stands around that are not yet packing up for the day. A robe Savas catches your eye, has a few strange artifacts on display, but you approach with no great expectation, hoping your goods will fetch a decent price. The Savas silently nods as you approach. It picks through your haul and lifts up a single item, holding out a small bag for you in exchange. Pouring out the bag's contents, a single rectangular black and white coin lands in your palm. Option 1, do we demand a different payment? The single coin is an insult. Option 2, accept the strange coin and research it for hidden value. Rock melon? Is that a thing? Rock melon. Is that actually a real thing? Option 2, overwhelming. You calmly assess the coin. You'll calmly assess that the coin may possess much more value than it appears to have. You head to the university and spend hours looking through old records to no avail. You end the day in a tavern, easing the frustration with a drink and loud laments about the coin. Those markings are very interesting. You look up to see an aether standing over you. They describe a special meeting place. I can show you where. Ta-da! Temple of the Eclipse! My favorite. I mean, that on brutal difficulty is going to be very interesting without Craig. Very, very interesting without Craig. I mean, I guess we need to retire. We need this to be retired ASAP. We need this now. And this wouldn't be bad either. I'm going to have to start replaying scenarios, aren't I? There's just not enough bandits. Where are all the bandits? Even the bandit commander doesn't have any bandits. He's got like bandit archers. That's it. Is it cultists as well, though? Is it all cultists? Oh, we can go to cultists, I suppose. Maybe we have to go after cultists. That might be a bit easier. All right. Is there anything that I don't... Well, there's no benefits doing anything, like in terms of, you know, doing anything here. So I may as well just... keep doing this. Here we go. Doesn't Bandit Commander have bandits in the first room? Yeah, there are like 3 archers. So I could just replay that a couple of times. Announce retirement. You had to stay longer than you would have liked, but eventually you managed to redirect enough of this wretched city's gold into the local sanctuary and allow it to make a difference here. Thanks to you, Gloomhaven is on its way to becoming an actual haven of hope. While thanks be to the oak, you can finally leave this vile place and volunteer at another fallen city, one which doesn't smell so much of reanimated corpses. The Temple of the Great Oak can send some other poor soul here to look after Gloomhaven. Well done, Craig. Good job, Craig. We had 93 gold. I mean, I guess that's when we retired. Not how much we have. We have more than that at one point. 93 gold. We have 0 bound items. For some reason, I guess it's unbound our items. Perks, enhancements. Accomplishments. Damage done. 1,104 total damage. I see they haven't dragged their column yet. Still. Devs. Enemies killed. 73. Pretty good. Exhaustions. Only 3. Not bad. Healing done. 119. Scenario win rate. 72.22%. That's not his fault, though. 100% for all the ones that he was actually playing in. Pretty sure there was an abandoned scenario in there or something. It's nothing to do with him. Not accurate. Not accurate. So, we unlock the saw. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit because I believe this is going to be quite loud. So, apologize in advance. But I'll turn the sound down a little bit. No, you can't heal Craig. He's gone. Sawbones.
Fare well with one of the band's most determined mercenaries. You find yourself wondering if others may have shaped Gloomhaven's future, only to leave the city. You have heard of a town records building in the Coin District, but never visited. Deciding that it would be the best place to satiate your curiosity, you make your way to the large circular structure in the heart of the district.
Crypts? Yeah, we could do the crypts, I suppose, for the cultists. That's true. The fastest way for the bandits is scenario 1. Yeah, I guess it would be, right? Because you've got bandit guards, bandit archers. I mean, that's all it is. It's just bandit guards and bandit archers, the entire thing. Oh, no, living bones in the last room. But, yeah.
Stepping through the arched doorway of the town records building, you see it houses a massive yet woefully understocked library. A sinking feeling takes hold of your gut as you take in the barren shelves. You don't want the memory of your departed colleague to die with you inside one of Gloomhaven's dungeons. With an idea brewing in your mind, you search for one of the record keepers in the library. It takes a considerable while, but eventually you happen upon a small man meticulously rearranging what few books are on the shelves. You waste no time relaying your great idea to him.
Perfect. Craig's retired. Look at this. He's way ahead of the others. I mean, there's a couple more scenarios to be played, but still. Maybe not for enemies killed, though. Alright. New mercenary time, chat. You guys are going to have to come up with some names. Right. Names, guys. What have you got? Your best Sawbones names. Barry. Okay. Maybe a little bit more thematic, but we'll do a poll on the best ones. Santa. Larry. Barry, Larry. Jiggy as in jigsaw. Okay, I got you. Terry. You're down for Santa. Medpack Jack. Baba Ganoush. Dr. Pepper. I'm going to start. Okay. I'll start writing some of these down. Oh no, my frame rate's going to tank. This will tank my frame rate. This is the bug. Yeah, tanking my frame rate. Quick! Saunter Claus? Oh my words. Do we like Saunter or just Saunter Claus? Saunter Claus. Or just I'll put them both down. Do we like Saunter or Saunter Claus? Freddy. Alright. Sean Connery. Excellent. Right. That's the last one. I can only do so many options, so that's it. Right. Start poll. Votes. I don't know why I put Dr. Pepper. That's supposed to say Dr. Pepper. But I also quite of like Dr. Pepper now. That was supposed to say Dr. Pepper. What if tie? If it's a tie, we roll the dice. We're very diplomatic here. The big dice comes out for all ties. It is tied. Actually, it's tied right now. Oh, oh, Sean Connery. At the last, someone was holding on to their vote right there. Right at the end. I guess it's Sean Connery then. Sean Connery. It was almost a tiebreaker. It says 50%, but technically it has 50% of the vote. Then one has 44% and one has 6%. So technically it still wins. Oh, you were the tiebreaker. Okay, I got you.
A bit spicy.
A bit spicy. Okay. Ooh. Zealot of the Blood God. Unlock Lightning Bolt. Become exhausted 12 times. Really easy to do. Just annoying. Very controllable, though. Then Apparent Slayer. Apparent Slayer. Kill one demon at each type. Is hard, to be honest. It's kind of hard. I wonder if they make it so they... I think they tell you now if you've done them or not, right? Zealot. I'm feeling Zealot too. Have I done the Demon? I think I have. Yeah, I've done the Demon. Prime Demon. No. We done Prime Demon yet? I don't think we have done Prime Demon yet. But the other thing is that, like, Lightning Bolt's one of my favorite characters, so I would love to play Lightning Bolt. It's a pretty strong character too. But so is Triangles. So, you know, they're both strong. Zealot, I can cheese it while I'm grinding the other retirements. That is true. I could just exhaust, couldn't I? Like, I could get a couple of free exhausts off very easily in the next couple of scenarios if I wanted to. You say Slayer just because the Demon Prince is an easy way to do it. True. There is a lot of demons. And we do have, like, Burning Mountain coming up, so we could do the Flame Demons, the Earth Demons, and the Sun Demons, I believe. So we could do 3 in just that one scenario, potentially. Then it's just Frost, Wind, and Night. Zealot have the Lightning Bolt for the big bosses. That's true. We will also be going into bosses, and Lightning Bolt is great at killing bosses. Like, incredibly good at killing bosses. I think I'm going to go Bolt. It's one of my favorite characters. It's like my top 3. So, in terms of me having fun, this is definitely the one for me. Start with 60 gold. All right, let's do our leveling up. So we get hamstring and we get precaution. Hamstring is like your movement ability. It's so good. Usually use it with preventionist key to get in there. So want to enhance the bottom with jump as well, which we might do straight away because we might have enough gold. So it's pretty simple. Go for hamstring to begin with, I think. It's just too good. Best movement card we get. Level 3. Regenerative tissue isn't great. Vital strike, I don't think is great either. Did we go back for precaution here? I can't remember. So I guess we need to talk a little bit about medical packs and like how powerful they are in increased difficulty situations. They're not. So the good thing about med packs is that you can potentially extend stamina for characters, or obviously they can do a bit of healing if they want. Sometimes it's nice for them to just have another card to play, keeps their character going a little bit longer. Increased difficulty, you don't really care so much about that. You're going to need to manage your stamina very well anyway. You know, this is not going to stop you from losing. Also, the healing is underwhelming and not really worth an action most of the time. So all it does is dilutes other characters and doesn't do a lot. But it is a 9 initiative. So it might be worth it for that. You're a huge fan of distributing massive amounts of medical packs to the level 9 spell weaver. That's true. Just Inferno and just heal everything all the time. You take the other level 2 card. Great downtime card. Yeah, that's a fair point. It is good when you're just waiting to go through rooms. We have 10 cards. So compared to our other mercenaries that we're playing right now, we've got 12. And I think, is it 9 on this Mind Thief? So we're similar in terms of like when we're going to potentially... when we're going to be like potentially like having that downtime with our other characters. I suppose we're going to be a similar kind of boat, kind of time when we'll want a long rest. My problem with it though is that we're going to have to play this character pretty aggressively because we've just lost, you know, a very good damage dealing character. Like our top DPS character every single scenario has just left. So that means that we now need to find damage because we're going to be lacking. And also we had like control, right? We had the big Warhammer, which was great. So we're probably going to have to be a bit more proactive. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to just give out med packs very freely on our turn. Maybe occasionally. So the only other option we've really got here is Vital Strike, which is basically just a move 4, which is not great. Regenerative Tissue is not amazing either, I would say. It's healing 5. Okay. It might be that a 9 initiative is enough here from these, to be honest. A 9 initiative might be enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back and take precaution. Maybe the 9 initiative is enough. I'm not a huge fan of the abilities on this card, but sometimes I'm just going to want to move 2 on 9 initiative, and that's going to be fine. So. The other cards are not strong enough, I think, to pull me away from a 9 initiative. All right, so we're at level 3. Let's do our perks. Straight up, do the standard ones. So we'll do all of that. We'll keep working with the heighten. Right, let's go shopping. Oh, we don't have ignore negative scenario effects with this character. That's an important thing to think about. So typically I'd want to have Cloak of Invisibility. That's not going to be possible here with this character because, well, we've only got 2. So we might consider going for leather armor here, or, I don't know, second skin work here? Not really, no. I guess I could have saved that, but Potentially we go for leather armor. I think we probably go for iron helm on this character as well. Just because it protects. It's just safe. Wing shoes to give the jump. Hand items. Hand items is a bit more interesting. Let's set our cards up first off. I feel like I'm missing something here somewhere. I am. Oh, this. That's the bad card. Find the bad card, chat. Where are you? Pretty sure I play all of these. Usually I do anyway. Where's the bad card? Does it hold back the pain? No, because we used that with Bloody Saw. Curative mixture. Don't really like that either. Precaution instead of that, maybe. I've got one heal. But then removing the negative conditions could be quite nice just to do. It's like it's a bit of a nice thing to have. Like it's a playable bottom effect that does something. Warhammer for the big stun. I suppose I could use yeah, Bloody Saw plus this. I could find a really good spot to jump in, prevention is key, then on the following turn go. The problem is that it's 25 initiative. I might use initiative boost on this character, actually. Might do that. Because the one turn that I really want is I want this plus this. And this is really hard to do. 25 initiative. Because you have too many enemies that just disappear. And like, see ya. Is Vital Strike plus Hold Back the Pain a real combo or just a meme? I think it's a bit of a meme. I think any big attack burns, unless they are standalone AoEs, are kind of a meme. Like, I would never really take anything like that. Yes, you could attack a lot of things, but also why don't you just invest money into like a battle axe and just do it that way? Do you know what I mean? Like, there are things you can do. I don't know. I don't know. Curative mixture is good for hamstring. What, to do it to yourself? Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, there's some play in that. Maybe it's vaccine I get rid of then. I mean, this is pretty underwhelming. It must be vaccine. An attack 1, range 3 poison is not great. Sure, it gets a bunch of poison on stuff, but we're actually quite good at poisoning with other characters. So, it's probably vaccine. Yeah, your bone saw rarely hits more than 2 with that burn combo. Yeah, I think that's pretty common. I find it to just be a bit awkward. Okay. So, we're going to go for the Warhammer, I think. But let's work out how we're going to spend our money. So, we've got 60 gold to play with. We have boost of speed now. It costs us 30. I would like to do that because this would change this combo into a 15, which I think is pretty decent. And if you think about it, our movement is actually pretty good. Like, we've got this move 6, which I think we can enhance with jump, which we will do. We've got a move 4 there if we really want it. Move 3 there. I don't think our movement is that bad. So, I'm not sure having this. I mean, you could argue maybe having this is better. But I think if we're going to win, if our aim is to enhance jump on this, then maybe we should get this. Right, we've got 60 gold. This is going to cost us 29. So say 30. So that only leaves us with 30 gold. That's not a lot. That's that. So basically we can get Warhammer boots. That's it. So what's the better opening combo? Warhammer boots or... That only gives us 15, which means then we'd have to get like iron. We could get like a stamina potion. That's pretty bad. I think we'll have to get jumpers like our second thing. Or alternatively, I don't go for boots yet. I go for Warhammer and maybe just something like leather armor. Then I got another 10 gold floating. So then I could maybe get... a stam potion for that? That seems a bit better. Oh, then I get the helmet, right? Then I get the helmet. Let's do that. Don't I have 9 out of 10 equipped cards? Oh, I do. You're right. I don't know why I thought that. Think the stamina potion is needed because we don't have that many attack cards. That's true. We do need to loop a couple of our cards a few times. And actually, yeah, looping prevention is really key, funnily enough. So I agree with that. I think that's a good viewpoint. So if we go for this, which is 30, we go for the potion, which is another 10. So that's at 40. That gives us 20 left. Right? Am I doing quick maths? 30, 40. Yeah, that gives us 20 left. We can get Helm for 10. That gives us 10 left again. We just save that, maybe? Or we were going to go for this, weren't we? For another 20. I think leather armor is really worth it here. It's better to go like helm, small item, small item. If we get crit, we just burn a card. Okay, I think that's a pretty good way to set the character up for the first scenario. And now we know we need to get gold. Like, we need to get some serious gold on this character, right? Serious gold. Okay, there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's playthrough. We made a lot of good progress. We had that retirement at the end there, which is really cool. I'm excited to be playing with the Sawbones. I think our party comp is going to be a little bit odd for a little while, but as soon as we get another character retired, I think we're going to have to maybe go into next episode and farm retirement missions for the other two a little bit, just to try and make sure that we get them done and we can get a new party together. Because this party is going to be a little bit odd, but I do like the idea of trying to get both the Eclipse and potentially the Sun into this party, because then we're going to have a really nice, well-rounded party, I think, with all three of those, including the Sawbones. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. It helps me out so much on YouTube, and I do really appreciate it. So thank you to everybody who does. Also, come over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And on Mondays is when I am streaming these playthroughs. So if you'd like to get involved live, then you can always come and see me on a Monday. Okay, then all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.
I think still, yeah.
Oh,
Scott,
that's the blessing from Jam.
yeah.
That's the blessing from.
Isaac, at this point, can we get your approval to add an additional attack modifier deck for allies in the digital version?